Ladies and gentlemen, Putin has threatened Sweden and Finland before in the past about not joining NATO. Well, guess what? They are weeks away from joining NATO, both of these countries. And Russia has already issued a threat today saying that if they join NATO, there will be military consequences on both of these countries. So, Finland is now closer to joining NATO, and they're saying the two countries will probably be official members in just a few weeks. So, they are launching in Finland an immediate debate on joining NATO. So they're saying the official said this on Wednesdays as the country reconsiders the longtime stance outside the Western military alliance following Russia's invasion on Ukraine. Prime Minister Sanna Marin said that a decision would be made in the coming weeks, but it looks like they're going to be moving forward and joining NATO. So he is with also the Swedish Prime Minister, Magdalena Andersson, who said Sweden was also re examining its position outside of NATO after Russian President Vladimir Putin, Ukraine offense plunged Europe into the most serious security crisis since World War II. The ministers spoke as the Finnish government released a official, and this is what they assessed. So, as of Wednesday, of how Russia's invasion has changed its security environment, beginning a process that has been expected to culminate in a request to join NATO. The assessment, known as the White Paper, does not make a recommendation about NATO membership, officials say, and it will be used to a starting point for parliament debate as the country weighs the historic shift in its defense position. Finland's neighbor, Sweden, are officially aligned militarily. They're not really aligned now, but of course, when they join NATO, they will be. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. So, Russia's aggression has led to a dramatic shift in public sentiment. Wednesday white paper marks the start of the process for Finland, where they said their support for joining is at 68%, according to a poll that was done over the weekend. So, I'm going to tell you what Russia's response is to these two countries joining NATO, and it's not good, y'all. it's absolutely not good. So the way I see it, something could be jumping off in just a few weeks. I mean, the war can actually be growing. All right. So Medvedev warns Russia would bolster military over potential Swedish and Finnish NATO membership. So Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chair of Russia's Security Council, warned in a statement Thursday that Russia's military would more than double its forces in Russia's west flank should Sweden and Finland join NATO. So they are talking about an immediate military strike on these two countries if they join NATO. Ground and air defense forces would beef up, he noted in Telegram. Russia would deploy significant naval forces in the Gulf of Finland. If Sweden and Finland join NATO, Medvedev added, it will no longer be responsible to talking about any non-nuclear status in the Baltic. The balance must be restored. Medvedev served as president of Russia. Well, he was the president when Barack Obama was president, Dmitry Medvedev, because I remember that, who served as president of Russia from 2008 to 2012 in a 4 year. So he was a 4 year president. And yeah, so it was Putin that took over as president after him. So, 2018 Federation of American Scientists report and concluded that Russia may have significantly modernized a nuclear weapon storage bunker. And they are saying, Russia's letting them know they're not afraid to use nukes even on Finland and Sweden. I mean, this thing is getting serious, y'all. And like I said, no matter how much America think they can avoid getting involved in this, you're not going to be able to avoid it at all. You're not. And neither will those European countries that are part of NATO. None of them are going to be able to avoid this at all. So, who knows what we'll be looking at over the next few weeks. But I tell you what, I don't doubt what Putin says. And I really believe he will make good on this threat. Just like people in this country and the media doubted he was going to go into Ukraine, and look at what happened. So if you look at this situation and you got doubts, I can't even trust what you think. I mean, how much does Putin got to show you that he means what he says? You know, and y'all don't forget, it was just this past weekend, his new appointed commander has said there could be military consequences on America. All right. So they are putting a lot of threats out there. And all I got to say is, America, you better be ready, because you are definitely getting in this thing, especially if he goes after Finland and Sweden. You think you're crying over Ukraine now? You ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all, please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.